Hello everybody and welcome to Crossroads Inn once again. Now in this episode we want to do a few fixing things. First of all, some of you recommended that we should get a drudge, and obviously we do because we have fighting all the time, and yeah, the drudge basically, oh no, the thug, sorry, the thug is doing that, and we have a very cool thug here. Bonaventura is his name, and he's chaotic. He's persuasive though. He's perhaps a bit of slacker, but also speedy. I don't know how these two traits here combined, but still he sounds like an interesting personality, and this thug is now under my control, I should say. So he's going to handle all of that business there with the fighting. How's he looking, by the way? Nice one. What's up? And he's definitely keeping away the guests there. Let's just see. Watch, patrol, carrying. Oh, he can also carry a bit. Gossip, yeah, perhaps a bit of gossip there from time to time, but that definitely should not be his priority. Now, as we can see, guest room is, yeah, 2 people are sleeping there, so that's fine. It's pretty dirty here though. This is another thing. And we also have some research to do. So it's morning right now, so it's a good opportunity of doing some research there. To get some of that stuff here that we need. For example, a banner. A banner is always very cool because it gives me some nice fanciness. There's some of the banners though, even though I don't know all of them. Our main priority is the outlaws at the moment, and I'm looking for some interesting stuff that we can use. A snowman. We certainly don't need that for now. Morgan? What is my Morgan doing here? Did I send him on a quest? Banister. These farms here have lots of items. Old wooden cart. Might not be too elegant, but the sight of it will sure make any country folk will feel right home. Let's also do that. There we have something to eat. A cabinet. That is for the rich. We don't have any rich so far. As we can see, quite a lot of stuff going on here. And yes, by the way, of course, we have these symbols here, and we should be using them more often. So this basically shows us where is what. With a click on that, on objects, I can see right away where we have objects that we might need. So we have a chest here, we have the bed here, we have a cabinet. I don't know what that is, something for clothes perhaps. With that we can much faster find stuff that we might need. So this is pretty cool, a very nice feature. Not only that, but also when we see, for example, the menu, we can see right away where we can get something for the menu that we want, and also where we have some resources. Here we can see, for example, the bread is pretty cheap in that area. We can see that beer is pretty cheap in that area down here. So there should be, in Ricodi, should be some nice prices for beer. In Pluven there as well. So this is rather cheap than here. So we should probably boost our reputation with them, right? To build up the trade route. We can actually do that already for 500 coin, and then we can purchase the beer here, the lager, and look at that, it's 53 coin, so not like the 120 coin in other towns. So let's just purchase a lot of that lager right off the bat because it's rather cheap for us. So interesting mechanic here with the filtering as well, so we can always see where is what. Now it's also worth to have a look at the quest. We have a few interesting quests. For example, that we should get some more recipes, to learn 10 recipes. That is something. Let's just have a look where we can find some interesting recipes. There, for example, we have the apple juice for the distressed. Just need some apple, obviously. So that is a simple thing that we can learn there. Here we have the sambric. That is then for the noble ones. So this is also a rather simple one with the lemons that we need, something else, and some wine. Let's also send someone for this. Let's see, this one looks simple enough. So this is a wiener with mustard. Also really good for the noble, it seems. So let's also send someone for that. Learn a few recipes. Another thing is that we need to collect more wood and firewood. So let's also say that we want to remove the piles of planks that we have there on our ground. My drudges will take care of that if they have the time, hopefully. This also, well, saves us a bit of money, obviously, because we then have the wood and we can chop it down to some firewood, which is exactly what we need. For my inn, we haven't had a beating or a fighting last night, so I take it my thug is working the way he watches everyone in my inn. And as we can see, they're now taking care of that. That is important. Now we also should add some more ornaments as we have a bit more money, increasing the fanciness. And of course, the higher the fanciness also, I think at least, the higher my fame gets. So at some point, you know, with... Oh, this is a very bad warning there. We have enough mugs, we have plates, we have bread, we have that. Your employee is leveling up. I think we have everything actually. support our wine list there. Oh, fruit wine. And the local chef is not interested in sharing his knowledge with anyone, but your employee is not one to give up. He spends countless hours trying to get the chef's attention, persuading him, or just giving him no chance at all for a quiet moment. Eventually, the talented cook agrees for 200 golden that we learn the sambrick. And with that, oh, that was quick. We already learned the 10 different recipes. So the recipes you have at the beginning are not enough for a successful inn. A good innkeeper is always on the lookout for something new and interesting. Gather as many recipes as possible to serve. And we do get another random recipe for that. And we should also have unlocked a few more things now with that. This one here, cooking records. It seems like there's not really anything here at the moment. Perhaps this one comes. And we also get new quests down here. Gather cheese, venison, grapes and beans in your storage. This gives me fame. Oh, all of them give me fame. Cheese, venison, grapes and beans. Cheese, alright. Garlic, mustard, honey, cabbage, sausage. We have a few of that. We have the garlic, the sausage. So mustard, honey and cabbage we would need to get this fame point here. This is pretty good because they give me a fame point right off the bat. And we have another quest here with raise fame to 13, which gives me a bit more money. So we have there a few quests that are combined now, and of course all of that gives me then more research points as well. So we potentially have 4 to 5 fame points available right now that I get with just getting a bit of goods there on my storage. Of course, that is something we can entirely do. And as we can see, we're also getting rid of all the fire or the planks here, the woods lying around like this one.
To store some of
and once again we need to pay 200 golden for another recipe. Let's do this as long as we can afford it. So we have a few things there now, and yes, the wine, it was the fruit wine that we wanted to go for. Let's just check it. Fruit wine, there we have it, but I think we have it. First of all, I can research from my own inn. So I'm the Crossroads Inn, by the way, and I can research of my own inn recipes and furniture. That's pretty interesting. Let's just see where we have the fruit wine. Oh, once again, we have to pay 200 golden there for another recipe. Let's do that. And we finished also a quest, basic landscaping, 500 coin we get out of this. Very nice, thank you. I was on the lookout for the fruit wine, by the way. And this Bonpluven here has the beer, as we can see. So fruit wine, there would be wine, fruit wine, but the eccentric lord, he's not selling anything. So there we have it, right? So, but we also would need another trade route. So for the wine, it doesn't really look that good to us. How expensive is it here into Thrall? There we have it. It's not that expensive actually. Let's get some 3 barrels of that. And we actually have the fruit wine here. Very good. Can't see that on the map, right? Nope, it's overlapped by the mushrooms. And we have reached fame level 12 as well, because we got a bit more reputation there. That's good. And look at how my guest room is full. Right, only 1 bed is available at the moment. We're making quite some cash there now with the guest room there as well. And as we can see, money is flowing in. No fighting today as well. That is quite successful. Firewood we have enough there as well. Stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about another expansion soon. I just really want to check now for the objects that we're getting in. To really push it there, right? Because we want to have as many objects as possible. And we've also, I think, unlocked then the outpost or the sign that we can use. And by the way, also here the horse collar. So this is for people with horses. Gives me some fanciness on the outside there as well. Good thing probably to just add it here as well. To the outside of my inns, 2 of them. And let's move the scarecrow, even though it's not Halloween anymore. Let's just keep the scarecrow there. And by the way, yes, people also need to go to the toilet, of course. We should have an outhouse. Do we have something available for that? There we have it. A disgusting outhouse it is. What are you gonna do when you really need to go? Well, you go to the disgusting outhouse. Problem with that is, it is really not beautiful. Now my question is, do we need it? It gives me the trait that we have a toilet then at the inn, which is good of course, because that's kind of like an advertisement. Let's place 1, right? And as I can hear, this was
your employee is
something
up.
I guess. At least we got an outhouse here. It's an ugly, a disgusting one, but it's far away from everything. So that should be fine still. We also got a few more things like the bread oven now, and also a training dummy for the outlaws. So they can shoot at it and, you know, get a bit of time and stuff like that. Let's have that here. right? So this is something we can do that. We get another trade, and that is the target. So guests and employees can throw knives for entertainment. And having something like that makes a lot of sense, because people can, with additional trades, of course, we get more attractive for other people. And I should have a sign somewhere. Cartwheel, that is just some ornaments. A through life of farm animals is getting better. I think we should have something like that for the horses as well, right? Drinking through allows riders to park their horses. Right, exactly. The game doesn't really tell you much about this, but it's important. My scarecrow. Let's have the scarecrow beside the outhouse, so people can totally not freak out when they get to the outhouse. It also provides a bit of lightning there. The skull candles, let's move them and have them out through here. This is important for the horses. There we have that. So this is now the trait, drinking through, and it provides something. Let's also have the lightning more or less go towards the entrance there. It's very hard where to put it though. And we should have a sign. Where's my sign? I definitely researched a sign that I can use then on my walls, but it seems it takes a bit of more time to get here. But this should of course improve here now as well, even though it was quite expensive. But we have it. Very good. So the riders can do something now. And as we can see, my employees are going right for the dummy and training there a bit. Or throwing knives, hopefully not hurting themselves there. Right, everything is working so far. How's my storage looking? Always checking the storage. We have so much beer. Bread is running out. Fruit wine is fine. Everything else is looking fine though, but the bread is not. Let's just check this once again. What was bread? I remember that we had a nice place for the bread. Ah, the Incredible Farmers. Oh, really cheap. Let's purchase lots of that bread. All my employees are now fighting out there or throwing knives. I hope it's not slowing them down too much. But they should get some happiness out of that, right? So fun, yeah. They have fun. That gives them a bonus, of course. And also their mood is increasing with that. Also their stamina. Very good. So it's actually a fine thing, I guess. And we also finally have an inn signboard. There it is. So finally we got it. And it's expensive. It doesn't even do that much. But still, I want to have it, because it just makes sense to me to have something like that close to an inn. And yeah, let's have this one on this side. So now we have a tavern sign as well. So people can see that this is an inn, not only feel it, I guess. What other ornaments do we have? We have the banner now. So this is exactly what I thought. It's a cheap one, and it gives me some fanciness there as well, and also it is durable. Having these banners there on the outside probably is a good idea. So let's have one like this, right? So it's showing outside and showing everyone, and we might actually also have one in here if we have the space for that. I think we will need to increase our guest room there soon, our main hall soon, because it's getting quite crowded in there. Anything else that we have for ornaments so far? The statues are interesting because they give me lots of fame. The festival podium, we don't have that yet for the bards, so this is another argument for having a bigger room. Other than that, I wouldn't like to do anything else there right now, because it's just so expensive and money's still on the tight schedule here. 1,600. I would really love to increase the size of my main room here significantly in the future. Also moving those rooms there a bit to the back. That might be something. Let's have a look at the objects there too. We still have some objects here like these rocks that we might not need. We have lots of wood lying around, so that's good. That gives us lots of time there for the firewood, by the way. So I don't need to purchase any wood for quite some time now. Other than that, everything. I think what we still also will need is we have better tables now, or at least we should have better tables now, the sturdy ones. This is a simple round table. Classic chest. This gives the box adventurers use to store this equipment. A seat, piece of furniture that people can use. We might have the chest here in my guest room, right? So people can store their goods here if once my guest room is bigger. And the first guest with a horse has also arrived, and he now just lets his horse stand there while he can drink something. In this regard, let's get rid of the furniture here, the banner that we have. We can still move that somewhere else, for example here outside, right, where everybody can see it still. Because the horse does need a bit of space there as well, but that's pretty cool. Oh, and there's coming in with parasites. We should kick him out right away. He's got parasites on it, so I don't know if that's... Oh, he's just passing through. Alright, he's going again. You definitely should not take a seat in here. Do we have not candles? Because some of my chandeliers are going out again. No, oh god. This is so expensive, especially the candles and stuff like that. We just need it way too often. Let's just check this once again. There we have candles. So in this area... Oh yeah, Gilligore has candles. Oh, also has the cabbage. Right, we do need those resources there for the fame point. The cabbage that we wanted. Right now I'm looking for the candles. They should be here. There they are. That's still pretty expensive. At least it looks to me. Let's just check what we need there once again. The cheese, venison, mustard, sambre. Garlic we have, sausage we have, honey, cabbage and mustard. Honey, cabbage and mustard we should be getting somewhere then from here. There we have, oh, 200 for the cabbage. Oh, what have we finished? Remove 15 objects and we do get a person as a reward.
Your reputation is improving.
No idea. Plus we got 13 fame points now. Oh, build a guest room, have 20 guests. Oh, we got lots of quests that are coming in now because we've reached 13 fame points. Get new quests and they're getting finished right away. Like for example the shelter. So the longer you offer beds for rent, the more guests will rent them. Continue offering these those warm beds to all those weary travelers. 20 guests we had.
Your reputation is improving.
Apart from the drinks, shut up and sleep in here. Your inn should offer a place to sleep. 500 coin, a little fame. An inn that's being run properly becomes more and more famous. The bigger the level of fame, the more guests and opportunities will present themselves. Another 500 gold. Very good. Do we get anything new then up here? Set up a garden. Well, I guess more quests are coming in then later. For now, we have 3 fame points that we can once again spend on our tech tree. So what I want to do here is, first of all, we do have this unlocks a dormitory which allows for renting beds. I'm going to unlock it even though we already have something like that, because I'm not entirely sure what it really does. Let's just see. For the lodging, we still have the guest room, the private room, the bathroom. There's nothing really changing with that, so I think this is not really interesting. The same goes with the other tech that we have, and that is the darts. We already have darts because we researched that, so I'm not going to spend any more fame points into that. There are interesting stuff though, like all supply cars will move 25% faster, better quality employees start. We also have, of course, the garden and the farming that we could focus on. So unlocks a garden to grow plants. Turnips are available from the start. Right, so let's do this. Let's unlock this one. We've unlocked a few more things. Unlocks the washers. People can wash there. Unlocks a tool shelf, for example. We already have that as well, so I don't see much reason for that. I thought there would be something else popping up then, but it doesn't. So having a garden, that is something we have now. So let's just have a look at that. The garden that we have, there it is, a garden patch. This one gives us the gardening or farming fields. With that we can produce our own products. But we can only do that if we have the right seeds. So as we can see, we have the turnips now, but I don't need turnips for anything. Garlic would be interesting because garlic is really expensive. So having the garlic seed would be amazing. Let's just see where they are. By the way, here's the bards. This is important though, right? We have a stage, but no bards are appearing so far, and bards are important. There is more cost reduction here. Where's the garlic? There's the garlic. No, that's onions. There's the garlic, right? So this is pretty far away there, but we need to push for that. We have the gambling table here. That is also important because then we can have a gambling room. Let's get the washers. Yep, this unlocks everything here on our way to the garlic plus the gambling table. And down here we have the bar. So there's lots of stuff we need to unlock. Give me more fame points. Right, so we have fulfilled the needs of 10 guests in one day. We should get this at some point now. And the garden. Where's the garden? Set up a garden. We get 10 top quality turnips. I don't need that for now. But set up a garden. That's very cheap. Let's build it. Right, there we have the garden patch. Yeah, and this finishes us the quest right away. 10 quality turnips. Hooray! Any new quests coming out of this? Not at the moment. There we have a log. And as we can see, we could then start with that here, but I'm not doing that right now. We don't need the garden, so let's just get rid of it again. What we do right now is amassing some wealth there. So over 2,000 golden we have. And all the chairs are actually full. So I think we cannot... There, we have still 2 free chairs and that's it. There's also coming in someone with a key. I think this is a special person. Who is that? Elaine. We could get her services, right? We could rent her. But we don't have the requirements for that. So we cannot do that for now. But of course we can rent those persons. And there would be a barge then coming in at some point. And we could just get something from him then, like he plays on our stage. So money is really coming in at the moment. So lots of money. And that gives us the opportunity for expansion. And we have so many more rooms to build. Stay tuned.
I want